What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another review of the Dr. Squatch deodorant. So if you didn't catch my first review, I really put this deodorant to the test. I worked out with it, got really sweaty, let the sweat marinate for a couple of hours, and then did a sniff test. So if you want to see the results of that, definitely check out that video and then come right back to this one. But I want to get right into it. And I'm going to start with the pros because there are some pros and cons to this deodorant as they are with pretty much any of them. All right. But I'm a big fan of aluminum free deodorant, so I want to keep this positive. So starting there, performance wise, it works. All right. And that's the main thing. You don't get body odor with it as long as you are showering and applying the deodorant each day, then it works. So I did not once in the last 3 to 4 months of wearing this deodorant get musty one time. So that is the most important part, and it definitely works. Okay. Scent wise, now that's good and bad because the Fresh Falls for sure smells great. I actually do have a subscription now with Dr. Squatch, and it is primarily for this scent of deodorant. So the Fresh Falls for sure is I'm a big fan of. And if I went over this in the last video, but I purchased a bundle of the soap and deodorants, and it already comes predetermined what scents you're gonna get. So you don't really get to choose there. But included in there was also the baby rum and the alpine sage. And I guess we're getting into some of the cons here, but these two scents I'm not a big fan of. I'll start with the alpine sage, which initially, when you smell it just on its own, it actually smells pretty good. It smells a little bit like maybe a cologne, and I like it, But when you actually apply it up under your arms, it smells a bit funny. And this is each time I wore it, and it's funny because in the beginning I didn't notice it, but one night, after I took a shower, put the deodorant on, I was laying in the bed, my wife came in and says, "Do you smell sausage?" And I'm like, "No." It's like, what smells like sausage in here? And I'm like, "I don't know, I just took a shower, so I'm good." Like, who smells like sausage? It was this. I don't know if it's probably the sage, because sage is a spice that's used in sausage, right? So I don't know. Maybe everybody won't think that, but that was definitely what me and my wife start to smell as I continue to wear this. And this one is one that I probably no, I used it down to the end. I just didn't want to waste my money, but definitely not one I would get again. The baby rum is one. It doesn't stink, but it doesn't really smell good. I don't really care to smell like rum. It just smells sweet, and it doesn't really have a real scent when you apply it. It smells exactly like on you. It smells exactly how it does when you just sniff the deodorant itself. So it's not really that great. But so out of the three, the Fresh Falls was really the only one that I would purchase again, the only one that I have purchased again. There's a lot of scents for Dr. Squatch, so plenty to choose from. But I know probably most people are going to be looking to save a little bit of money since this deodorant is on the pricier side. So you want to buy the bundles, but the bundles come predetermined with the scents that you're going to get. So that's something that could be a little bit different. If you could choose which scents you got in the bundle, that will make it a lot better. So it makes it a little hard for me to commit to it, especially as there are other aluminum free deodorants becoming available now. Like, more companies are making it, and there are more options out there. So definitely it's kind of alluring, tempting to want to try something else. But I've had a really good experience with it performance wise, and the scents. Fresh Falls is the one, but I do have a another one that I recently tried when I reordered the Fresh Falls, and it is the Birchwood Breeze. So the Birchwood Breeze smells really good. Like, I mean, I don't know which one is my favorite between the two, but as long as I have a subscription, I will be getting this as well. And I order usually, 3 or 4, but this smells great. Like, my wife absolutely loves this. She really doesn't know which one she likes more. I think she's leaning more towards the Birchwood Breeze, but I mean, these two, get them out of there. It's all about the Birchwood Breeze and the Fresh Falls. Those two smell great. It works great. So, 2 thumbs up on performance and scent. With these two, I can't speak for all of the line because I haven't tried all of the different scents from Dr. Squatch, but these two I am absolutely sold on. These are really good. Now, for the other thing that I believe is a big deal when it comes to, or the other things I believe is a big deal when it comes to choosing an aluminum-free deodorant, does it over time irritate your underarms? And for me, that is a no. It has not irritated my underarms long term, which is something I've experienced using pretty much every other aluminum-free deodorant. After 3 or 4 months, I've had no irritation. Now, I did let my wife try the Birchwood Breeze just to see, because she wants to wear aluminum-free deodorant, but every other one that she's tried as well has irritated her underarms. And she wore this for maybe 4 days, and then she said she had some itching. I've been asking her to try it one more time just to see if it continued, but she hasn't done it yet. But I'll say for me, I haven't had any irritation, and that is a big deal because I know a lot of people, they get irritation, the itching, the redness, and it's just not fun. It's very uncomfortable to deal with that throughout the day. So that's that. And then the other thing, and this is the final thing, I've noticed that my shirts have gotten the hard white deodorant stains. So it's not turning, the yellow or whatever from the sweat, but I am getting this type of effects with the deodorant, and that is not cool. So this is the only, I feel like, downer, true con for this deodorant, besides the scents that don't smell that great. But this one, I mean, you see that. Let's see the other arm. Yeah, and this was a newer shirt that I got right as I started using the deodorant. So definitely that happening to the sleeves is not a good look. And I've washed this shirt a couple of times, and it's still, the armpits still look the same. So I'm wondering if maybe I need to apply less deodorant. That's something I'm gonna try and maybe let you guys know later over time if the underarms still look the same. So it's almost kind of like I'm swapping out the yellow or the kind of the pit stains from the sweat and the aluminum for, I don't know, I guess that's just the deodorant rubbing off and kind of caking up on the shirt, which, neither one looks good. So yeah, that's that. The only other thing I can say is, if you're used to an antiperspirant with the aluminum, where you really don't sweat a ton, you're gonna sweat more up under your underarms with this deodorant. And fortunately for me, I work from home. I get to wear pretty much whatever clothing I want. So if you are somebody that works in the office, you have to wear, business casual clothing. That, I don't know, that may be a bit more challenging for you. Overall, I'm still high on the Dr. Squatch deodorant. If you're wondering, I did not reorder the soap. I do not have a subscription with the soap. I think the soap smells great, but I don't think it made that big of a difference in terms of, I already use a natural soap, and it's just like oatmeal type natural soap, and then we have the black soap you know, that those work fine, and they're a lot less expensive. So I really didn't see a big advantage of buying a Dr. Squatch soap. Like, the scent is great, but it's not like it really sticks to your body. If you lotion up, then essentially that scent is covered up anyway. So yeah, that's why I didn't reorder the soap, but I will continue on with the deodorant until maybe I find something else that I want to try. But yeah, that's the end of this review. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next video.